What's good? I'm about to start the stream real quick, real soon. I'm gonna keep this one real casual. I think this is the most casual one. I think I'm pretty damn casual, but praise Yah, I'm the wrongest of men. Beast by Alonzo, what's good? Thanks for coming in. So if you haven't been into one of these or into one of my streams lately, what I've been doing is like a bunch of little mini series, different concept for the streams. This one's called Raise the Bars. This is my songwriting stream, so I'm really using this as a place, like a way of exercising my songwriting skills. So what I've been doing so far is like really taking songs that I've kind of left on my hard drive in the MPC, not full songs, but like ideas for songs. So it's something where I got a beat and a hook, and sometimes I make these hooks and they don't immediately compel me to start writing stuff, so I'll save them though and then pull them back up. So I've been pulling those back up recently, and this is kind of the main intro of the song, the main idea really, and then I got some drums in here and stuff. I'm gonna raise this back up though. Got this up here. Goes into this hook. I think I might have done this one in a stream too. Slow and steady wins the race, yeah. All in due time. You gotta stay ready. There's no luck, you gotta grind, yeah. Right, so slow and steady wins the race, yeah. All in due time. So I'm just going ahead and like arranging this a little bit. There's no luck, you gotta grind, yeah. And then this will be the verse. Kind of want to go in and like do a little bit of editing on or processing on this guitar sound. Mainly what this is about. Let me just turn this on in. Mainly what this stream is about is writing some lyrics. So I've got a clip from Khabib, you know, UFC fighter, undefeated, talking about discipline. And, you know, so it's a good one. I'm going to pull it up here in a second and then get to writing. And I already started writing a little bit. So I'll also, I'm going to mess around with like putting my lyrics up on a screen, so I can have my little setup like this where I can play these videos. But then I also got this keyboard. So I'm going to try like just typing my lyrics with this keyboard. I usually do it on my phone like this, you know, but this can be a nice little setup so I don't have to pull my phone off and not be able to, what's the word, like easily bring up these videos, because I use the same video, or the same phone for these videos, and then also for my notes. So I got my lyrics right here. This is how I always write, but I use my thumb. So, all right, let's go ahead and play this video actually.
Every man addicted to something. Some smoke, some drink, some chase girls, some waste time. But real man, he addicted to discipline. To early wakes, to prayer, to training, to silence. Discipline no need motivation. Discipline move without feeling. Discipline say, I go anyway. Even when tired, even when lonely. Discipline is best addiction. You want strong life? Discipline build it. You want peace? Discipline protect it. You want respect? Discipline earn it. No shortcut, only work. Be man with control, not man with excuse. No cry, no blame. You want better life? Start with better habits. Discipline every day until discipline become you.
Man, I'm gonna play this one back a couple times.
Some smoke, some drink, some chase girl.
One part hit real good, real hard when he said, discipline says I go anyway.
Some waste time. But real man, he addicted to discipline. To early wakes, to prayer, to training, to silence. Discipline no need motivation. Discipline move without feeling. Discipline say, I go anyway. Even
discipline say I go anyway. Even
tired. Even
man, this shit is crazy. Like, I guess it feels like all these are just coming together because I think this applies to my hook already. And this was like, I've been building this little list of like the little playlist on YouTube of these motivational things that I can turn into music, and that's that's supposed to be the tagline for this, is turning mindset into music. And it just seems like it's maybe it's just because this is my mindset already, so I'm drawn in, and I'm already writing stuff like kind of that goes with it. So this is the hook, really. You know, it's like slow and steady wins the race. Yeah, that already like imparts the whole discipline part. You know, not instant gratification. You know, slow and steady wins the race. Yeah, all in due time. You gotta stay ready. There's no luck, you gotta grind. You gotta stay ready. There's no luck, you gotta grind. So this whole, and this, it's another thing I want to like start looking into a little bit, is like the philosophy of stoicism or stoicism, however you say it. I think kind of by nature, that's where my head is kind of where it's at, you know. And so I've been kind of running off of this kind of mindset for a minute. I think maybe my whole life, but even just doing what I do, like I'm kind of been crashing a little bit lately. Just the lack of sleep, you know. So it's been kind of rough, but this is kind of how I think, you know. I think you should be able to have some breaks. So there's a lot of truth to what he's saying, but I mean, a lot of it is extreme. But if you look at this dude's career, he went undefeated, and you know, it takes a lot of grit to get there. So anyway, I'm gonna play it back one more time, just because I start to zone out sometimes. Just like even just with one thing, it's saying that I didn't like listen to the whole thing. I need to like really focus in on this mood and start writing. So here we go again.
Every man addicted to something. Some smoke, some drink, some chase girls, some waste time. But real man, he addicted to discipline.
Man, let me play this back again.
Every man addicted to something.
Every man is addicted to something. That's so true. You know, that is very true. And whatever your addiction is, it kind of is your God in a way. That's what you worship. That's what you chase. That's what you seek and meditate on a daily, whether you know it or not, whether you're in control of it or not. That's why discipline is very important. I've become addicted to discipline when it comes to certain things, like specifically like this whole YouTube thing, this music thing. I've made an addiction to be disciplined. And it's interesting, though, because I'm kind of an extreme person. This dude is an extreme person, obviously, right? 29-0 or something like that. No, you know, and just the way that he's talking, the mindset is extreme. And I'm pretty extreme, I got to admit. I've had many addictions, ones that I've overcome, things that I've still struggled with, you know. And discipline is one of the addictions for sure. It's maybe on a more positive side. I think anything can be taken to an extreme and be negative, for sure. But yeah, let me play this again.
Some smoke, some drink, some chase girls, some waste time. But
time.
real man, he addicted to discipline.
I can't stand wasting time. Like,
to early wakes, to prayer, to training, to silence. Discipline no need motivation. Discipline move without feeling. Discipline say, I go anyway, even when.
That's exactly what it is. This is the key to consistency. This one says discipline moves without feeling, even when you're tired. It's not dependent on how you feel, really. It isn't. That's exactly the definition of discipline, because without it, I mean, that's not discipline. If we're only doing things based off how you feel, it's not discipline.
Tired, even when lonely. Discipline is best addiction. You want strong life? Discipline build it. You want peace? Discipline protect it. You want respect? Discipline earn it. No shortcut, only work. Be man with control, not man with excuse. No cry, no blame. You want better life? Start with better habits. Discipline every day until discipline become you.
All right. So let's see if we can meditate on that a bit. Well, I do have We got these lyrics here so far. Let's see what's up though. Blatantly blatant, what's good? World needs a hero. Just woke up. Were you up late streaming though or something? Yeah, I do the early wake ups. I've never been good with the early wake ups unless I had to. And I only have to now because of the kids. They got to go to school. I got to take them. So otherwise, I mean, it's a weekend. I got up at 8 today. Not very early, not very late. So I think I've been getting used to the habit of just getting up this early. But man, if I was single, I mean, in a ways, I've always been kind of like extreme in discipline, not necessarily by choice, but then I've also been pretty lazy too. You know, as far as my lack of discipline too. Not necessarily lazy, but a lack of discipline. I know, like staying up super late, being a insomniac, that was one of my main things for me. I didn't have any discipline, I don't think. This was probably in my 20s. And I got addicted to sleeping pills. That would be the only way that I can go to sleep. I used to take those like daily, the like over the counter ones. Pretty much the same thing as Benadryl, diphenhydramine. See, I got that little scientific name ingrained in my head, diphenhydramine, because I took it every day. And I got addicted to the point of like where, you know, I would need that feeling where it would drag me down. Otherwise, I wouldn't go to sleep. I don't know. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, I mean, I had to cut that out. I take melatonin again now, but that's only at a necessity, like when I really feel like I need to get to sleep. But so it's still kind of a problem. But that shit messed me up for real. I got sick of it because it would bleed into the next day. Now melatonin doesn't do that so hard, but really, your brain should be producing melatonin. So, I mean, I agree with what he's saying, but I'm starting to kind of come off it a little bit, I think. And that's why I've been admitting this whole kind of crashing thing. I took a couple days off last week because my mental state wasn't where I felt like it needed to be. Just the lack of sleep and the motivation and stuff. So I feel like I agree with this, but I'm kind of come off in a way because I know I need some balance, you know? And when it comes to my discipline, I don't know how many times I'm going to be saying that word today. Might get annoying. But when it comes to this thing, like this hobby that I have that I'm pushing to be able to support itself, making music, is like I do it inside all the time. And I know that's not necessarily healthy because the only time that I get any sunlight really is when I walk outside of the car to go to work, and then I walk outside the car to go into work. That's not very healthy. And I've always kind of been like that. So this has been my hobby, is making music in the bedroom, make beat making and stuff, and now doing YouTube and songwriting. So it's an extreme mentality. I don't know if some people are just, you know, inherit this kind of mentality. I guess it's positive in some ways, but then there's negative. So yeah, definitely it's an addiction. It's an addiction what I'm doing. So I'm trying to come off it a little bit and not be so serious. So Lonzo, you got a song gonna drop today? That's what's up. That is what's up, man. Keep going. Blatantly blatant, no, was good. Yeah, so I'm feeling a little rusty on the doing these streams. Like I went super hard, I feel like, for me, for like a month, and was doing like 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5 streams a week. And maybe it helped it with all the leaks about the Live 3, you know, I was covering that and all that. But then I started coming up with these little series ideas. And then just all of a sudden, man, just one week, I just didn't have anything in me. But he said, Hero slept, hell must have frozen. Here, you stay up all night or what? What's going on? I know I've seen you stream like super late, so maybe that's what you're referring to. Always streaming. Lonza, appreciate the comment on the concept. Every human is addicted to their cell phone. Yeah, that's true. It gives that dopamine rush like drugs. Keep telling myself to relax, but since I started creating content, it's game over for me. Yeah, it sounds like you kind of have a similar mindset. Yeah, a little bit extreme there, man. A little bit. Good to know when to call an audible. Yeah. Yeah, you can be disciplined to a point where it's obsessive, for sure. I mean, that's what a lot of these athletes are doing. And then, I mean, I kind of feel like that's where my head's at. And naturally, I say, like, I've had a lot of different addictions: alcohol, pornography, sleeping pills, vanity, all that stuff. Like, it's extreme. And so I think that kind of helps with the ability to do something like YouTube. So, yeah, there's some positives, but you got to have some self-awareness, I think, you know. All right, well, you'll see the lyrics on the screen. I'm gonna go ahead and spit these for a second. Let me see how this works with this. Let's see. Got my mouse on this. Yeah, so I can type here. Slow and steady wins the race, yeah. Check. All in due time. You gotta stay ready. Check. There's no luck, you gotta grind, yeah. They say if you're not hot by now, you must be cold. But taking my time, I'm nearly 40 years old. Who wants to listen to this? I've had some things to learn before I can write me some hits. Not everyone gets the turn, but I'm not waiting for shit. I don't need a cosign, I just do what I do, and that's just right all the time. I need a little more volume on my mic. Check. Check. They say if you're not hot by now, you must be cold. Been taking my time, I'm nearly 40 years old. Who wants to listen to this? I've had some things to learn before I can write me some hits. Not everyone gets the turn, but I'm not waiting for shit. I don't need a cosign, I just do what I do, and that's just right all the time. I'm not alright all the time, I'm the wrongest of men. How you doing? I'm fine. I don't got me a friend to talk to, so I just write with a pen. Even that is poetic, I'm not writing at all. I type with my thumbs on an app on my phone, sometimes I'm interrupted with calls. So I'm kind of going with this like talking type of flow on this one. Yeah, I'll just this up. Oh, that won't work. I gotta keep these lyrics here. So, they say if you're not hot by now, you must be cold. I've been taking my time, I'm nearly 40 years old. Who wants to listen to this? I've had some things to learn before I can write me some hits. Not everyone gets the turn, but I'm not waiting for shit. I don't need a cosign, I just do what I do, and that's just right all the time. I'm not alright all the time, I'm the wrongest of men. How you doing? I'm fine. I don't got me a friend to talk to, so I just write with a pen. Even that is poetic, I'm not writing at all. I type with my thumbs and an app on my phone, sometimes it's interrupted with calls. So it's kind of a sloppy flow, but I'm leaning into that. Give me this one. Hero stream when I'm going to bed and re-streaming when I wake up. Is that for real? Yo, world needs a hero. Do you do like, what's the longest stream you've ever done? I think I once did a 5-hour stream, but never again, man. And that was fueled by whiskey and weed. So yeah, whatever. I don't even smoke. I don't smoke anymore. But I had this pen a friend gave it to me, and whenever I smoke, I tend to end up drinking more. And I had like a whole bottle. I don't know if it was Jameson. I think it might have been some Bullet whiskey. And it was like a fifth. I think I drank like half of it, at least. And that was fueled by, because whenever I smoked weed, I always end up drinking more to kind of calm me down. Because I get really thoughtful, almost like hyper mentally when I smoke. So that's why I don't really like to smoke. I don't. and I don't even drink now. Like I go to the supermarket quite often because just picking up random stuff, or we buy water for the house, or just getting like little things. Like I don't really do the big grocery store runs. Just get the stuff that we need every once in a while. And when I go to get the water, it's past the liquor aisle, and I always look over to the right. That's where they got the Jameson. I think about even just getting the little mini Jameson bottle. I don't even know what size it is, what you would call it. Smaller than a fifth, but it looks like a fifth. Is it a fifth? No, like the bigger, rounder ones. I don't even remember what the actual sizes look like and all that. I'm glad I don't. I was walking by yesterday. I almost grabbed one. But I was like, nah. I literally said, fuck drinking, fuck alcohol. I don't want it. And that was a big addiction for me when I was in like high school. I started drinking when I was I think the first time I got drunk I was like 12. But then as a freshman, I used to drink at school, put stuff and sneak it in the bottles, sneak it in like Gatorade bottles. Remember having like probably a mix of vodka and stuff, or also even just wine that I found in the house, poured it in. That was if that's funny because that coincides with this, because that's when I first started really writing lyrics was probably in high school. And that's what I would do. I had first period math class, and what did I have? I had less than an F. Like I had a terrible grade in there. I don't know, like 30%. And I didn't give a fuck. I was drunk. I was getting a buzz. And I was writing lyrics in a notebook, and that was my math class. And I didn't give a fuck. Like, I really didn't. Like, I was sitting there writing raps. The teacher, everyone is doing math. I didn't even care. I didn't care if anyone saw. And that's what I was doing. Oh, man, I'm still writing raps, but I'm glad I'm not really drinking, because that was a problem. I just don't really have a taste for it anymore. But everything ends up always getting replaced with something else. I mean, it's kind of hard to escape addiction. A human condition. Everybody is flawed and fallen and doing something. So, although I praise, Yah, and I believe in a God and Creator and all that, I do because I understand my nature. And some people don't understand that or don't agree with it, but I think that's mostly fueled by pride. But I'm proud. I understand I'm proud. I can be proud. But I'm at least humble enough, and I say by the grace of the Creator, I'm humble enough to recognize and be okay with that. Because unless you recognize, nothing can change. So you got to change your heart first. Humble heart. Streaming every day for about 4 months. Yeah, man, you should probably take a day off just to see. Like, you don't want to make it your God, man, because then it is like it's a problem. Like, recognize that. I mean, it's a cool problem. Like, if it's working for you and you can get something out of it, but if you can't live without it, then it becomes a problem. So you should probably schedule a day off, man. Like, it's commendable, but and respect for what you do, because I wanted to challenge myself to do that, but if it is like, if you feel like you can't go a day without it, and I understand that, like, but I mean, streaming can't be my God. Like, then who am I praying to? Like, is it like this? That's not healthy. But if you're living a balanced life and you can manage to stream every day, then okay. But if there's some things that you're neglected, maybe, even just schedule a day off to see how you feel, man. Just come back the next day. Yeah, but I get it, because just being able to say, look, I've been streaming every single day for the last 4 months, it's quite a feat, man. It's a big accomplishment. But if you're idolizing that accomplishment, then it'd be an even bigger feat for you to pause. Just stop and be like, I don't need this. I do it because I want to, because I will to. I feel I'm doing what I've been doing before streaming. I just turn on a camera and let YouTube in on my process. I feel you. Yeah, I remember you saying that. And that's kind of how I try to look at it too now, you know. So it really didn't change a thing as in my lifestyle, for sure. I hear you. I stopped drinking for real around 21. I started at around 16. I tried weed 3 times, never felt nothing. Didn't feel anything at all. A job in the military kept me clean. Plus we ran all the time, and I didn't like hurting after drinking. Yeah, that makes sense. So you had like that almost forced discipline, although you chose it most likely, right, to go into the military. But yeah, that always kind of intrigued me, like the discipline that's like structured, because there's kind of a difference between. I mean, there is a difference between like structured discipline where you're being guided and then self-discipline, but I'm sure some of that's learned. So like where did my discipline comes from is definitely not from someone else's structure or design. It might be. It could be from learning it from my mom, because my mom's pretty extreme. She runs a business and she works like weekends and late hours and all that. So I think some of it maybe is learned subconsciously from that or just seeing that. But yeah, never been in any like real strict environment where it was guided discipline type of stuff. So I almost feel like rather than it being discipline, I guess I can't even look at it discipline. I got to be humble and say what appears to be discipline is really just addiction. Just having some realizations here. All right. Welcome to BA, Beat Makers Anonymous, and Music Makers Anonymous. We're having some realizations here today. My job in the military kept time clean, plus we ran all the time. I read that already. Well, where's the Live 3? Stop being cheap. What's up, Knob Turner? It's hilarious. Yeah, man, stop being cheap. Man, I've never been cheap. When it comes to, I think this is a part of my mentality too now, like the same mentality of why I don't have a Live 3. Because I've been doing this for years where I buy different gear, try it, sell it, maybe put it on credit. I'm stuck with credit. It's not a good cycle to be in. So, and I don't need it. And see, the thing is, I have an opportunity to get things borrowed from Zounds, but they ran out, and so I didn't get one in a timely fashion. So I mean, having that, I'm trying to like just be smarter about that as well. Like where I put my money at, because if I can borrow stuff and try it without buying and then reselling, then I'd rather do that. So I guess in a way, that is like a exercise in discipline, restraint, you know, rather than instant gratification. Because it'd be instantly gratifying to grab up something when it's brand new and just to grab the Live 3 and. You know, but everyone's got a Live 3 now, man. I'm seeing it all over YouTube, and to me, it almost kind of, I mean, it's cool. On paper, it sounds cool, but honestly, just looking at it, it just seems kind of boring to me. It's not adding to me it's not adding any tools that I need. Like, I've got enough to write songs here. Like, what I do, it's plenty. So I'm willing to try it, but it's not worth it to me to go out. Like to me, it's the peace of mind in knowing that I've exercised some restraint versus just, you know, going out and getting some instant gratification, because I like gear, you know, and I'm okay with that. But I have some self-awareness. Like I understand, like the newness of things wears off and there's the next thing around the corner. There's a lot of stuff coming out lately, so and there's always going to be stuff coming out. But yeah, like Beat My Lonza said though, great job being consistent, not to like, not to see the positive sides of everything and make everything sound negative. But yeah. Hero says, I take care of my priorities and have a stress-free life, and also I'm not challenging myself to stream every day. I'm just doing what the universe allows me to do. Okay, makes sense. 18 and a half years Marine Corps. Early retiring. I was oldest kid, so I had to take care of my brothers. Yeah, I don't think I want to write like this. So the sun decided to come out. Huh. I'll keep it like that. Alright, I get my phone so I can write like this. It just makes more sense to me. And then I was mad everybody got them so fast, but I can tell you I sat all my machines down until last week. What do you mean, though? Didn't you were like one of the first people to buy before it was even official. And you didn't get yours quickly? How long did it take for you to get yours? And what do you mean by that? You sat all your machines down until last week? Do you mean you were just using the Live 3 until last week? Like nothing else? The Live 3 will improve your workflow speed-wise. Time is money. Yeah, I hear you. What I can do with the Live 3 in 1 hour took about 3 to 4 hours to do with the One Plus. But what example? Like where's tell me some good examples of like how your workflow's speeding up. Come on the day after everybody else. Yeah, the Live 3 you calling me. Okay, for sure. Yeah, check. Here we go. They say if you're not hot by now, you must be cold. Been taking my time. I'm nearly 40 years old. Who wants to listen to this? I've had some things to learn before I can write me some hits. Not everybody gets their turn. Not everyone gets their turn. But I'm not waiting for shit. I don't need a cosign. I just do what I do. And that's just right all the time. I'm not alright all the time. I'm the wrongest of men. How you doing? I'm fine. I don't got me a friend to talk to, so I just write with a pen. Even that is poetic. I'm not writing at all. I type with my thumbs in an app on my phone. Sometimes it's interrupted with calls. Write it with calls. They say if you're not hot by now, you must be cold. They're taking my time. I'm nearly 40 years old. I'm gonna put a little reverb on my voice. Yeah. Check. Where's my reverb at? Dang. Sends. There's no reverb on here. Sadly, I didn't take enough time to like use the trials for like the Pro Pack that I did have. Of course, I couldn't use clips. But like the Air Reverb Pro, I wish I would have like explored that a little bit more. And visual EQ, and I didn't. Let's see. Check. There's a reverb there. Effects. Check. Check, 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 check. They say if you're not hot by now, you must be cold. Been taking my time, I'm nearly 40 years old. Who wants to listen to this? I've had some things to learn before I could write me some hits. Not everyone gets their turn, but I'm not waiting for shit. I don't need a cosign, I just do what I do, and that's just right all the time. I'm not alright all the time, I'm the wrongest of men. How you doing? I'm fine, I don't got me a friend to talk to, so I write with a pen. Gotta work that out a little bit. Alright all the time, I'm the wrongest of men. How you doing? I'm fine, I don't got me a friend to talk to, so I just write with a pen. Even that is poetic, I'm not writing at all. Even that is poetic, I'm not writing at all. I type with my thumbs in an app on my phone sometimes, it's interrupted with calls. Kind of flows is different. I type with my thumbs in an app on my phone sometimes, it's interrupted with times I'm interrupted calls. But who's calling me? Tell me what? How long is this? They say if you're not hot by now, you must be cold. I've been taking my time, I'm nearly 40 years old. Who wants to listen to this? I've had some things to learn before I could write me some hits. Not everyone gets their turn, but I'm not waiting for shit. I don't need a cosign, I just do what I do, and that's just right all the time. I'm not right all the time, I'm the wrongest of men. How you doing? I'm fine, I don't got me a friend to talk to, so I just write with a pen. Even that is poetic, I'm not writing at all. I type with my thumbs in an app on my phone, sometimes it's interrupted with calls. So yeah, this is like really offbeat, kind of intentionally. So yeah, just bear with that. The mute pad and mute tracks on the top using the step sequencer is cold. See, but yeah, I mean that's cool, but I don't really use mute pads or mute tracks. So the mic, that definitely would get some use for me. And I like the fact that it has a mic because I take my MPC to work all the time, and if I'm coming up with a song idea, that would be clutch. But that's one thing I just don't like, the fact that every MPC live is getting bigger and bigger. But maybe it's not significantly bigger, but I know that it is. Right? So how do you guys feel about it that got it? I mean, are you like me? Do you take your MPC live to work? Are you taking the Live 3 outside of home? So like I prefer that it got smaller. Like a lot of people have been waiting for like a mini MPC, and you know, they decided just to add more things every time. The speaker made this larger, and then added buttons made it larger. So those cool things are convenient for portable use, but like when the machine's getting bigger, it's like that's undesirable to me. You know, why do you need a bigger machine in your studio to have a built-in mic? Not that it's not going to be portable enough, and I'm sure it is because it has everything. It's more of like a self-sufficient thing where it's convenient, I guess, but it is like they're sacrificing the convenience of more portability for the convenience of self-sufficiency. Maybe I'm just nitpicking. I use my same process. It's just more added tools. I definitely mess with the arranger more. Yeah, I am kind of curious about that because people seem to feel like, you know, it's now more equipped to be a songwriting tool. And if you're like using the arranger, like have any of you guys like messed with the locate? You know, you got the arrows and stuff to locate. Like, how is that? Are you using that within the arranger? There's like a loop in button. I imagine that it's more suited to use like an actual DAW. Like if I remember my days of working with Logic Pro and creating like that on a timeline versus this. So, shoot, I gotta I always forget something. That's gonna be my top quote. I always forget something. Raul. So yeah, I'm kind of curious about that, but like I like my workflow, you know. I only use the arranger to record my my verses into the project. Other than that, I just use song mode, and I've developed a nice process that has got me through the hump of never finishing stuff. So like I'm sticking with it, and I mean I got this thing to help me with the workflow. So like I have, because my songs are literally, it's another project that I was working on. Right, Lonzo, you seen this? You had commented on this. So I labeled everything in my project with the most used functions, and actually, so that's what I'm doing. I don't know. I might just chill out and chat with you guys, and work on putting these new knobs on here, because the knobs that come on the MIDI mix are these tiny little knobs, and they kind of suck. But I get the purpose of why they made these like this, probably, and like the little flat faders is because it's meant to be portable, most likely. But I don't like them. I ended up buying these. I thought they would look cool, but they don't fit. These would have made it look a little more like a retro style, like a old SSL or AKAI. So I don't know if I like something like this on my actual, like on my live, but not a lot of options work with the live, because they need to have some sort of metal in the tip in order to be the Q-Link to have its functionality. But those are cool. I like how those look. I'll see if they fit on there, but I doubt they would work because they're just all plastic. Maybe I could put some like tinfoil on the tips or something. Maybe that work. I don't know. That'd be wild if that did work. But man, I'm always spending money on knobs. Like, look at my collection of knobs and stuff. So I probably have enough to fit this whole thing with some bigger knobs that are easier to turn. But thanks everyone for kicking it with me and just chatting it up. That's really what it's about. If I can get a thumbs up, I appreciate it, man. If y'all like the concepts on these videos, I see 11 y'all out here. Got 6 thumbs up. Yeah, I mean, like, world needs a hero, man. He's just doing the same thing he does normally. That's make music daily, turns the camera on. So I've been doing the same thing, but for a while it was just Raul's broadcast, kind of lazy, no like direction. So while these streams are still casual, at least like I want to come in. I've been enjoying at least like putting it within a little box of some kind of concept, and it's helpful to keep myself guided and directed on something specific, and to allow for a space and time for certain types of things. Like, you know, I'll do the gas station or like Dream Machines, and that's kind of related to gear and stuff, and there's a moment for that, you know, so I don't have to be like all clouded with desires and wants for new gear and stuff, but I have a place where I can talk about it, you know, and then I have a place where I can write my songs. That's what this is. This is exercise in writing lyrics, because I think for the most part, like, I just kind of go with the flow and then allow life to kind of just beat me up and push me in whatever direction. And if there's a new piece of gear out there that catches my attention, sometimes in the past, man, that should keep me kind of like frozen, where I don't even create anything, because I can't get my mind off of wanting a new piece of gear. Now that sounds extreme, right? I don't know if anybody ever feels like that, but man, I've been messing with gear, been a gear junkie for years. So man, I think this is helpful for me. I guess in a way it's kind of guided discipline. So like I'll take a moment to do this, and then, you know, I get to share it with everybody, just chat too, just casually about whatever, you know. Doesn't really matter. I don't have to stay on topic, but at least there's like one goal in mind. Not having to bounce plugins to samples to make room. The button layout is damn near perfect for getting around without touching the screen. Not having to go into controller mode to use VSTs. Yeah, I hear you for sure, man. I think I've heard some of your stuff that you were doing, and I think you do a lot more intricate stuff, you know. And I want to, you know, push my production a bit further. But I would say at this moment, I'm just trying to push and exercise my abilities and increase my skills in the songwriting thing. So that's why I keep things very simple. But yeah, I mean, like I was talking about this thing. This is my whole project right here, really. You know, and I got my instrument bus, and this is my instrumental. This is what I call this section, instrumental bus. And all that is made up of is chops, drums, and bass. It's not necessarily 3 tracks. It could be more. So my chops are sent to a send or a submix. Like for one, like my last song, for example, those chops were 2 different tracks though, and they're sent to the submix. And but that's just because I had done like stem separation, and I had the vocal chops on a different track, but then just had them sent all to the same submix. And then I have a drum submix and a bass submix, and that's it. And then I do have within my project, I have like another plug-in track that I don't use all the time sometimes, but that just goes also to the chop mix. And then all of this, see, this is how you see I'm focusing on songwriting. I took this whole section right here and I labeled it Vox Bus Channel Strip. So everything on these are affecting my vocal, and I sent that to a submix because so I have physical control, and that'll affect my vocal tone throughout all my vocal tracks, whether it's my vox, overdubs, my hook, my verse. That's all I do. So this right here itself will speed up my process. And then I mean, also on top of it, I picked something external out so that I can do some automation too. So if I want to automate, and I'm not taking it, I'm not going too crazy. Like I've only experimented a little bit with automating some delay, and I think that sounds cool to add a little bit of a flavor to the final mix. And that's the last thing I do. So I have reverb and delay on my vocal bus, so I can do it across tracks. So if I turn these, it'll affect any track that's currently playing that has vocals on it. So yeah, so to each their own, man. I think there's definitely a case where the Live 3 is going to benefit, improve your workflow if you need it. But for me, I've never come to a point where, like you were saying, need to resample anything. I don't use that much. So yeah, so my process is just more about me expressing myself through word, and the focus is very vocal centered, and that's why I think I have enough. But I'm definitely open to trying it, because it could change my workflow. It could change. Like I am curious. Mainly, my main thing that I'm curious about with the Live 3 is the instruments, the plugins, the speed at which you can sift through them. Because I think if I were to try it out, or when I do, because I am expecting one when they're off back order, I would assume that I would focus more on composition, because I've been just sample chopping, and that's the bed for my lyrics mainly, and everything that I've been doing. And I enjoy it, man. I love sampling and chopping, so you know. But I've had a desire, and I've just kind of every once in a while give up on the desire to compose, because I really don't want to spend too much time learning how to play scales, because I understand enough of theory that I know I need some more. So, you know, I've gotten different controllers that will give me those hacks, like the launch key, or I mean, just using pad perform and stuff. So maybe, I don't know, man. So I'm just kind of rambling, but I appreciate you guys being here for real. Like, it's been a minute. I'm a little rusty here, but like, I just like kicking it. I'll show you. Adding effects across the top is fire. Is that like, are you using like, I think what you're referring to is kind of like performance effects, where you can just drop them in and out? It is a little bit bigger, but not much. Yours is not leaving the studio. Yeah, so see, it's convenient, but if you're in your studio and you have, like, I don't need a built-in mic in my studio on an MPC, but because my MPC doubles as my at-home machine and my work machine, then yeah, it would be useful because I would use it while I'm at work. But I'm here and I'm using my mic that's on my desk, you know. It still fits in a book bag. Really? I mean, I wouldn't put my Live 2 in like a backpack unless it was really padded. Tactical MIDI, what is good? What are you hearing? What are you saying? You can edit the loop points and stuff, but I don't use it like that. I haven't used the locate and next buttons. Najee Harris, what's good, man? Good to see you. Thanks for dropping in, man. I think you'll like the Live 3. It's meant for your type of recording, but you have a flow. Yeah, I'm sure I will like it, man. Like, I've rejected the idea of a Live 2 for a long time. Not having to set up my mics, audio interface, guitars, and plugins in Ableton with a computer is a godsend for me. The Live 3 is the tool I have been looking for a long time. That's what's up, man. I'm glad y'all are happy, for sure. I mean, I got nothing bad to say about it, but just like more of a reasonable perspective that I'm, you know, expressing. Blatantly blatant, I appreciate it, man. Hit those likes. I like that. Thanks, man, for the support. I 3D printed my MIDI mix knobs. Oh, that's what's up, man. Yeah, I'd like to get into 3D printing. Do you have your own 3D printer, or do you like have a local spot you can go use or something? I think I might have something like that at the library. Or, I mean, I work at a college, and I know I had one of the students that I work with help me print some knobs in the past. The Live 3 will suit me well. I just went shop at Sweetwater. It fills my high. You just went shopping at Sweetwater. It fills my high. Yep, J-On baby, what's good? At least you're aware, right? I don't know if it ever can be escaped, but I think productivity is the best thing for escaping gas, but it doesn't fully work. But it keeps me distracted from trying to, you know, purchase everything. Mixer concept you have is dope. I have no idea how you did it. I need to see a video on your setup. Yeah, I haven't done a video on it. I guess I thought about doing that maybe, or I might just do a stream. Do you know how to like do some MIDI learn stuff on an MPC, or is that something you've never done? Speed is lightning fast. I loaded up a couple drums. It didn't miss a beat. That's what's up. A lot of people are using the new MPC as if it is a 404. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I was saying. Like, I feel like the added updates are more of a live performance. So if you are a live performer, you'd like that. But also, if you're into automating a lot of what you do in your arrangement and like doing those finishing touches, that's a cool thing. I mean, that's what fueled me again to buy an external controller, was mainly because there was one song I hadn't done any automation on any of my songs, and then I was messing around with the delay, and I would just kind of use the delay, because when it comes to my vocals, I'm not doing like you know how a lot of like raps will have like the end rhymes doubled or something, like the punchline. So instead of that, I was just using the delay kind of just to, you know, add a little flavor to it, and I thought that was really cool. I was like, oh, I want to do more of this. And you can do it from the Q links, and that's how I was doing it. But one thing I didn't like is that I would have to change the Q link status, or what do you call it, the grouping, or I can't think of the word for that, to the sends, and then I wouldn't have control of my playhead. So a lot of times when I'm doing the delay, I do it and I'm not feeling it, so I got to delete it and then run it back real quick with the playhead. So I figured if I have the delay and reverb on an external MIDI controller, then I could just keep this on this Q-Link status, like, and then do it from here. So yeah, a lot of those things that you can do with the with the buttons seems interesting, but do you feel like there's any limitations though? Like dropping in effects, it's more of like an on-off type of thing, like a bypass, right? Versus being able to turn it on and affect the amount of what it is that you're doing on there. I'm doing the same thing like Live 3. What do you mean? I'll say this: if I was only allowed 1 hour a day to record a song, I would go straight to the Live 3. It would take an hour to set up everything in my studio otherwise. But why is your stuff in your studio not set up? Like, what do you mean by that? Like, all my stuff is set up as far as, you know, I mean, my mic is, I just unplug this, and then my mic is, and I go to work, plug it back in, I set it down. That's it. I guess, I mean, that's why I don't have a lot of stuff, and I like the standalone workflow rather than having computers and all this other external gear. While it can be cool and offer you other things, like I just like standalone because everything's in here. I don't need much. There's not a lot of setup. And then on top of that, I mean, if you're using a Live 3, do you have, like, how many of y'all are using a template? Because to explain a little bit to Lonza how this works is you got to program it, but then you save a template so that the project, you open up a project, you start fresh, program everything, and save that project as your template. Otherwise, none of this will apply. Like, I can't actually use this in this project because this is an older project, and it doesn't have all the mappings and stuff. So whenever I start a new project, I just hit new template, and then this works. And I haven't even gotten into using it really like that. I just got done programming. I spent like a couple days. This was all I was doing at the end of last week, was just getting this programming and labeling this stuff. Live 2 does the same thing. I just added controller like Behringer X Touch Mini. Oh, you're saying you're getting the use or similar functionality with the Live 2 and a controller. One thing I'm kind of curious about is, like, can you like, if you're doing like the clip mode on an older MPC that's not the Live 3, could you get like one of those launch keys with the buttons and do clip mode? Can you program that? I doubt it, but that would kind of like negate the need to get a Live 3 if you could do like clip mode and stuff. And I'm like you. I'll get my Live 3 soon, but I'm still working on my MIDI templates for live music and workflow speed. Yeah. The Chroma console is amazing for recording modulation in a pedal. Interesting. Yeah, I always see that thing, man. I like the look of that thing. I've never really heard it though. DJ Skills, what's good? And your setup sounds very good too, bro. Salute. I appreciate it. See, that's a beautiful thing too. Like, you can have different templates and then reprogram this for something else. See, like, another option, like a great option was the controller that I had for a little bit, the newer brand new LaunchControl, or is it LaunchControl XL by Novation. That one is cool because it gives you a bunch more layers. Like this, for one project, I'm stuck with 8. And then, 8 faders and all the 3 knobs per fader. The LaunchControl is cool but it's like double the price, as you have different modes, so you can reprogram this stuff up to 16 times. That's quite a bit if you want that for one project. I don't need it. I didn't see that as a necessity for myself. And I did like the fact that this has a master button. And yeah, I'm pretty geeked into actually getting to work with it. I haven't gotten to work with it. Maybe I'll do a stream where I just make something from scratch so I can get some use out of this. I replaced these faders too. I don't know if you noticed that. I thought they'd be grayer. You can't even see those, but they're more like console faders than the flat ones that it came with. And I'm thinking about color coding these. I put these cream little knobs on here, and that cream is for compression. I thought that was useful reminder. C, cream compression, but everything's labeled. Anyways, I'm a nerd when it comes to stuff like this. But yeah, like you're saying, tactical MIDI. I was thinking about making another template where it's just for all the knobs and faders and stuff will be for what do you call it, Air Flavor Pro. So maybe that'll be like a session where, because I've been curious in like exploring and making my own samples that I can chop up. Kind of back and forth on that. There was a period where I was just, that's all I was thinking about. I was watching a lot of the videos of YouTubers making soul samples and how to do that. But that could be in itself its own project template, and then just have just have intricate control of Flavor Pro on all of these knobs. Not sure about the clip launch. Don't doubt it. Live 3 is an amazing unit, bro. So it sounds like you got one. Not feeling the clip mode on the MPC yet. I can't work it like I do the Force. Okay, interesting. But it's user error. Okay, a little bit. So it's a different workflow is what you're saying. I mean, can't you just, I wonder what that workflow is like with the touchscreen. It'd be just like tapping pads. I don't know. A little bit more homework to do. Why are you banned from the studio today? What's up with that? Was it all the Sora videos you were making, man? I've been peeping those. Those are wild, dude. A lot of y'all been making those Sora videos. I'll try to make some. Are you using Sora 2 for that? Because mine have been shit. I've been using the original Sora. I don't have access to Sora 2. I don't know how y'all are getting that access. Haven't tried clip mode on the Live 3 yet. Kind's not even interested, but I do want to experiment with the various features. I'm interested in trying, but I'm not interested enough to like pay for the Pro pack just to try it, not even use it. Of course, you get some other things for that. Anybody out there buy the Pro pack who has a Live 2 or a Live 1 or a 1 or any of the other MPCs? Because I feel like you're only getting partially what you pay for with that, right? Because like does the warp, like the time stretch, even work any better? Are these MPCs even capable of that? And like and then also the stem. Tactical MIDI, I already got used to the clip launching with the pads, and then I'm switching between recording 2 clips. So you did buy it, and you spent the $100 for your Live 2 between recording the clips and record to arrangements. So for me, it's the fastest way. Yeah, I'm kind of curious how that works. But yeah, it's another way of arrange. So I probably wouldn't, like, I'm interested, right? But I probably wouldn't want to change my workflow that already exists using song mode. So really what y'all saying, it's like either or. Either you're going to use the clip mode, or you're going to make sequences and use song mode and arrange them that way. I've been in the studio every day. That's what I thought. Just press screen. Yeah. Alright. I'll do a little more writing. Haven't done any writing today. Actually, just reciting this stuff I wrote. Slow and steady wins the race, yeah. All in due time. You gotta stay ready. There's no luck, you gotta grind. Yeah. Whoops. They say if you're not hot by now, you must be cold. Been taking my time. I'm nearly 40 years old. Who wants to listen to this? I've had some things to learn before I can write me some hits. Not everyone gets their turn. I'm not waiting for shit. I don't need a cosign. I just do what I do, and that's just right all the time. I'm not alright all the time. I'm the wrongest of men. How you doing? I'm fine. I don't got me a friend to talk to, so I just write with a pen. Even that is poetic. I'm not writing at all. I type with my thumbs on an app on my phone. Sometimes it's interrupted with calls. but don't disturb me. But don't disturb me. I will miss it. Sometimes I have my phone. I rub it with calls, but don't disturb me. They say if you're not hot by now, you must be cold. Taking my time, I'm nearly 40 years old. Who wants to listen to this? I've had some things to learn before I can write me some hits. Not everyone gets a turn, but I'm not waiting for shit. I don't need a cosign, I just do what I do, and that's just right all the time. I'm not alright all the time, I'm the wrongest of men. How you doing? I'm fine. I don't got me a friend to talk to, so I just write with a pen. Don't got a friend, write with a pen. Even that is poetic, I'm not writing at all. I type on my thumbs and an app on my phone. Sometimes it's interrupted with calls. They don't disturb me, homie. They don't disturb me, homie. They don't disturb me. Disturb me. I think you're wasting my time. But don't disturb me. I think you're wasting my time. Just asking for favors. Don't disturb me. Disturb me. Just wasting my time. Or asking for favors. Favors. Fucker, I'm writing around. Don't disturb me. Don't disturb me. I think you're wasting my time. Or asking for favors. Motherfucker, I'm writing a rhyme. It's poetic. I'm not writing at all. I type with my thumbs in an app on my phone. Sometimes it's interrupted with calls. But don't disturb me. I think you're wasting my time. Or asking for favors. Motherfucker, I'm writing a rhyme. With calls. But don't disturb me. You're just wasting my time. Or asking for favors. I'm just writing a rhyme. I got no money to give. I'm making a climb. Providing for kids. And the app on my phone sometimes is interrupted with calls. But don't disturb me. You're wasting my time. Or asking for favors. I was just writing a rhyme. They say if you're not hot by now, you must be cold. Been taking my time, I'm nearly 40 years old. Who wants to listen to this? I've had some things to learn before I can write me some hits. Not everyone gets their turn, but I'm not waiting for shit. I don't need a cosign, I just do what I do, and that's just right all the time. I'm not alright all the time, yeah, I'm the wrongest of men. How you doing? I'm fine. I don't got me a friend to talk to, so I just write with a pen. Even that is poetic. Yeah, I'm not writing at all. I type on my thumbs on the app on my phone. Sometimes it's interrupted with calls. But don't disturb me, you're wasting my time. Or asking for favors. Shit, I was just writing a rhyme. I was writing a rhyme. Writing a rhyme. I got no money to lend. I got money. Making a climb. You call me a friend? Disturb me, try with my thumbs and the app on my phone sometimes with calls, but don't disturb me. You're wasting my time or asking for favors. I was just writing a rhyme. I ain't got no money to lend. I'm making a climb, supporting my kid and what's making a climb? A climb. I'm writing a rhyme. I got no money to lend. This might already be 12 bars, I say. They say if you're not hot by now, you must be cold. Been taking my time, I'm nearly 40 years old. Who wants to listen to this? I've had some things to learn before I can write me some hits. Not everyone gets their turn, but I'm not waiting for shit. Yeah, I don't need a cosign, I just do what I do, and that's just right all the time. I'm not alright all the time, yeah, I'm the wrongest of men. How you doing? I'm fine. I don't got me a friend to talk to, so I just write with a pen. Even that is poetic. Yeah, I'm not writing it all. I type on my thumbs on the app on my phone. Sometimes it's interrupted with calls, but don't disturb me. You're wasting my time or asking for favors. I was just writing a rhyme. I got no. It's a little sloppy, a little extra sloppy. It doesn't quite work. But how long is that? Let's see. They say if you're not hot by now, you must be cold. Been taking my time. I'm nearly 40 years old. Who wants to listen to this? I've had some things to learn before I can write me some hits. Not everyone gets the turn, but I'm not waiting for shit. Yeah, I don't need a cosign. I just do what I do, and that's just right all the time. I'm not alright at the time. Yeah, I'm the wrongest of men. How you doing? I'm fine. I don't got me a friend to talk to, so I just write with a pen. Even that is poetic. Yeah, I'm not writing it all. I type with my thumbs in the app on my phone. Sometimes it's interrupted with calls, but don't disturb me. You're wasting my time or asking for favors. I was just writing a rhyme. Yeah, I need to clean that up. It's about 12 bars, so that's almost a verse. Just gotta like wrap it up. I love the visual EQ. No, don't change song mode, but you can write the arrangement using the clips. Right, I mean, just as far as like choosing a workflow, it would either be the clips or doing things with song mode. Your length per sequence, and then record the clip launching into arranger mode. The larger your length per sequence, and then record the clips. So you're arranging live with the clips, right? So deciding what clips you want to go into the arranger and just tapping them in. DJ Skills, appreciate the emojis, the flames on it. Ali Star, what's up, man? Live 3 is a Live 2 on steroids. It would seem to be so, yeah. Good stream, fan. Let me go record the song before dinner. Shout. For sure, man. Have a good one. Finish that song up for real. Peace, brother. Keeping both. So like you're saying, you're gonna get the live 3, but you'll keep both. Yeah, see, I'm not like that. Like, I always sell something. If I wouldn't keep 2 lives. I'm actually waiting on a live 1, and I mentioned this a few times so that when it arrives, y'all don't think I'm crazy. Well, I mean, just to soften that, because I am. Yeah, so. I appreciate it. Appreciate it, Hero. Thanks for coming through, man. Are you leaving? I don't know. Yeah, Blatantly. I'm gonna need a Sora tutorial, man. You've been going crazy with those. Oh, it calls, but how you doing? I'm fine. I don't got me a friend to talk to. I just write with a pen. Even that is poetic. I'm not writing at all. I type on my thumbs in an app on my phone sometimes. I'm interrupted with calls, but don't disturb me too long. You're wasting my time or asking for favors. And I was writing a rhyme. My phone sometimes I'm interrupted with call. But don't disturb me too long. You're wasting my time. You're wasting my time. Or asking for favors, man. I was writing a rhyme. I got no money. Money down there. Show up lately. Yeah, I seen Lonzo performing on stage on one, and then he had the new MPC one on one of his. Oh man. What's up, Ali Star? What you doing, man? Are you like reorganizing the studio again? I seen some pictures. It looked like you had maybe got a new desk or what, man, or built one or something. How's that going? Yeah, you built a new desk. Wow, man. You got some skills, brother. Here we go, hour 15 in. Let's see. Let me play this one more time. Maybe I get to the second verse.
Some smoke. Every man addicted to something. Some smoke, some drink, some chase girls, some waste time. But real man, he addicted to discipline. To early wakes, to prayer, to training, to silence. Discipline no need motivation. Discipline move without feeling. Discipline say, I go anyway, even when tired, even when lonely. Discipline is best addiction. You want strong life? Discipline build it. You want peace? Discipline protect it. You want respect? Discipline earn it. No shortcut, only work. Be man with control, not man with excuse. No cry.
I think I might just do some of these,
Start with better
play some of
habits.
these knobs right now.
Every day, until discipline become you.
Just let that go on repeat for a second.
Some smoke, some drink, some chase girls, some waste time. But real man, be addicted to discipline. To early wakes, to prayer, to training, to silence. Discipline no need motivation.
Maybe I'll go clear.
Discipline say, I go anyway, even when tired, even when lonely.
Clear
Discipline is
for
best
EQs.
addiction. You want strong life? Discipline build it. You want peace? Discipline protect it. You want respect?
Oh,
Discipline
shit.
earn it. No shortcut, only work. Be man with control, not man with excuse. No cry, no blame.
No cry.
You want better life? Start with better habits.
Don't be men with
Discipline every
excuse,
day
man.
Until discipline become you. Every man addicted to something. Some smoke, some drink, some chase girls, some waste time. But real man, he addicted to discipline. To early wakes, to prayer, to training, to silence. Discipline no need motivation. Discipline move without feeling. Discipline say, I go anyway, even when tired, even when lonely. Discipline is best addiction. You want strong life? Discipline.
Not bad.
You want peace? Discipline protected. You want respect? Discipline earn it. No shortcut, only work. Be man with control, not man with excuse. No cry, no blame. You want better life? Start with better habits. Discipline every day until discipline become you. Every man addicted to something. Some smoke, some drink, some chase girls, some waste time. But real man, he addicted to discipline. To early wakes, to prayer.
These are pretty easy to lift if you
Discipline no need motivation.
have a little mini flat head.
Discipline say, I go anyway, even when tired, even when lonely. Discipline is best addiction. You want strong life? Discipline build it. You want peace? Discipline protect it. You want respect? Discipline earn it. No shortcut, only work.
Yo, Tactical, you still in here? You got like
Man with excuse. No cry, no blame.
pictures of your MIDI mix?
Start with better habits. Discipline every day until discipline becomes.
Kind of curious to see what your knobs look like
Addicted to something.
that you printed.
Some smoke, some drink, some chase girls, some waste time. But real man, he addicted to discipline. To early wakes, to prayer, to training, to silence. Discipline no need motivation. Discipline move without feeling. Discipline say, I go anyway, even when tired, even when lonely. Discipline is best addiction. You want strong life? Discipline build it. You want peace? Discipline protect it. You want respect? Discipline earn it. No shortcut, only work.
Shoot.
Be man with control, not man with excuse. No cry, no blame. You want better life? Start with better habits. Discipline every day until discipline become you. Every man addicted to something. Some
not
smoke,
gonna
some
work.
drink, some chase girls, some waste time. But real man, he addicted to discipline.
What?
To train,
Oh, man.
to silence. Discipline no.
Maybe I should just buy some DJ Tech Tools knobs. What knob is this? Oh, yeah. So I'm just like trying to come up with a decent color code. Do cream for compression for the dynamics. Do clear for EQ, I guess, for no like real reason, but use red for like effects maybe. I don't know. This is gonna be way too tedious. I need to just find some knobs that'll just slide on rather than do this. Yeah, I don't like this. Yeah, tactical MIDI, man. I'm really interested to see what kind of knobs you got on yours, and maybe you can hook up like a design or something. I can just Google it. I had found some places where some people found some decent replacements, but I just wanted something that had a certain look to it. So I bought these ones. I think they're too tall. Even if they went on. Yeah, they're too big. That sucks. Let's see. What else I got? Yeah, these don't have a marking on it, so it probably wouldn't be a good option, even if they did fit. They fit nicely, but no line on it, so that sucks. See, there's some DJ Tech Tools one would work. It fits on pretty nice. But I think like to get ones for every single one of these knobs probably be like $30-$40 probably. But that's still cheaper than something you would get. Well, I won't say that. That could work though. And they make thinner knobs, so maybe. You need flush knob, 6mm, 180-degree D shaft. Okay, thanks for that info. I'm gonna take a photo of that real quick. So what does the flush mean? Is that's searchable? Flush knob? Because I got 6mm D shafts with these ones. But I guess it wasn't specific enough. Let me do this. Do a little search. I'm gonna search that right now on Amazon. 6mm flushed. Oops. That was a D. These kind of look like the DJ Tech Tool ones right here. 6-piece, 6mm potentiometer D shaft knob, rubber, 180-degree rotation. And they got different colors: white, yellow, red. Those look a lot like DJ Tech tool knobs. I don't necessarily want that style, but I mean, if it's easy. Shaft knob rubber. So is that all I need to look for? Because I'm not sure. This doesn't say flush. It's 6mm D shaft, 180-degree. Is that sufficient? Plastic half shaft convex. Ooh, these ones. I like those ones. 6P, 6mm D type. Doesn't say 180-degree on it though. Phone call. Who's calling me? I don't know. Six feet diameter shaft. Control texture services. I mean, this sounds like it'll work, right? It's hard to tell. So how many you get with this? 6 pieces. Six. So I need like 1, 2, 3, like 4 of these. Yeah, it's like $40 or something. $10-piece. Yeah, I mean, if they sit how do you know if it's gonna sit flush with this specific piece of gear? I mean, I figure that's what flush means usually, but I don't really see it as a descriptive thing on any of these knob listings. 270-degree. Well, I'll do that later. Look into that later. I said all these knobs and none of it's really gonna work, I don't think. These worked all right. We'll see. Maybe I'll try to screw those on again. I won't make y'all sit through it though. That'd be kind of boring. So I'll just do it after I'm off the stream. It could just be like kind of uneven. Just use some of these, use some of these. It's not like it's gonna win any prizes for style or nothing. It's a little offbeat and shit, so. All right. So I think I'm gonna wrap it up, man. Thank y'all for kicking it with me. Yeah. Oops. That's good. They say if you're not hot by now, you must be cold. Been taking my time. I'm nearly 40 years old. Who wants to listen to this? I've had some things to learn before I can write me some hits. Not everyone gets their turn, but I'm not waiting for shit. I don't need a cosign. I just do what I do. Yeah, that's just right all the time. I'm not alright all the time. I'm the wrongest of men. How you doing? I'm fine. I don't got me a friend to talk to, so I just write with a pen. Even that is poetic. Yeah, I'm not writing it all. I type with my thumbs on the app on my phone. Sometimes I'm interrupted with calls, but don't disturb me too long. You're wasting my time or asking for favors, man. I was just writing a rhyme. I got no money to lend. I'm just making a climb. All right, that is. That was a pretty good recite of that. I'm gonna leave it at that. Thank y'all for chilling. I'm gonna go do some other stuff. Maybe go walk outside, get some sun for a minute before I come back in and sit in my little corner. You know, find a little balance. But yeah, man, if you like this kind of stuff, I know it's super casual, but at least the concept, please do. If you made it in here at some point and hung around for more than a few minutes, please do give the stream a thumbs up, man. So keeps me encouraged, keep me moving towards building these concepts rather than building my channel solely around a specific type of gear or anything, or, you know, some gas when whatever new product comes out with a bunch of hype. Because that's always a pathway that I've considered going down, and it's not necessarily the one I want to go down. Just want to use my creative mind, come up with some creative ideas, hang out, have a nice little chat with everybody, have some sort of guideline and goal and end goal in mind for the stream, and keep on making music, right? So yeah. All right then, I appreciate y'all once again. Yeah, peace.